Hey guys, Travis Gillespie. Here's another problem for you. It says Ashley is saving to buy the Cervelo P5 bicycle. Ooh, it sells for $7,539.75. The sales tax rate is 8%. About how much will the total cost of the bicycle be? Cool, so that P5 bicycle, we've got a couple of pictures down here to the left, and that looks like Caroline Steffen here. She is a female professional triathlete. Took second place in the Ironman World Championships this past year in 2012. And that was the bike she was riding, the P5. Makes sense why Ashley would want to buy this bike. It looks like it's a good one for training. And let's go ahead and highlight those keywords. So we see a lot of big changes here. Big numbers. We see $7,539.75. We're not dealing with that 10% easy calculation anymore. It looks like we're dealing with 8% this time. But hey, it's telling us to estimate. That's good. Cool. So first step, let's take this larger value and we're just going to round it. So we see 7,539.75. Well, a couple of things. Rounding this value, you could round it up to $8,000 to play it safe. Next thing we could do, if we were to round the hundreds place value here using the tens place value, we'd say, hey, you know what, 3, it's lower than 5, so we just keep it the same as 7,500. So our possibilities so far are $8,000, 7,500, but I'm going to go in between that. I'm going to be a little bit conservative here, and I'm going to say, you know what, the 3, it's not 5 or higher, but still I'm going to round up to $7,600. Could you use these other two values? Sure thing. And my decimal would be right here. So the next step here is to find 8% of this value. And I'm going to show you two different methods to use. Well, the first method is to say 8%, it's really just 8 times larger than 1%. So 8 times 1% will give me 8%. So let's find 1% of $7,600. 10% moves the decimal 1 space to the left. So 1% should move it 2 units to the left. And we would end up right here after 76. So let's erase a couple of things here. And what we'll say here is, you know what, 1% times 8 will give us a value of 8%. Well, 1% is 76. And we're going to multiply that by 8 here. So now we see that 8%, well, 6 times 8 it's 48. We'll carry our 4. 7 times 8 is 56, plus 4 will give us a value of 60. So 608. So an 8% tax on $7,600 is $608. But the problem's saying, hey, about how much will the total cost be? So I've got to take $7,600 and add $608 to it. We have 8, 0, 6 plus 6 is 12, carry my 1, 7 plus 1 gives us a value of 8. So in all, it looks like Ashley's going to pay about $8,208 for this bike. Cool stuff. Let's try solving this problem using another method. So I just need a little bit extra room here, and let's go ahead and divide this out. What we're going to do is try to find 8% of $7,600 still, just using multiplication. So if you don't want to be fancy and separate 8% into 1%, what you can do is take 7,600 and multiply by 8%. Well, let's turn 8% into a decimal real quick. I'd move the decimal 1, 2 spaces to the left, and I would have 0.08. So 7,600 times 0.08. And remember, all we're trying to do when multiplying with decimals is line up the last digits. Okay, so it looks like we get 0 times 8 is 0. 0 times 8 is 0. 6 times 8 is 48. I'm going to carry my 4. 7 times 8 is 56, plus 4 is 60. Okay, and I'm already seeing 608 here, but let's carry this all the way through. So my first step, I'm going to add a 0, and now move on to the tens place value. 0 times 0, we get 0. 0 times 0 is 0. 6 times 0, we get 0. I forgot to cross off that 4 earlier, but 7 times 0 also, we get 0. Now we're just going to add both values up. 0, 0, 8, 0, and 6 plus 0 is 6. So how many spaces did that decimal have to move outside? So 1, 2 spaces out, and going down to this value, we'll see that it had to move in 1, 2 spaces in. The decimal would end up here. So we still have $608 for tax. So what we'd do here is take that 608, just like we did before, and we'd add it to the original estimation, $7,600. And you would get a price again of about $8,208. Cool stuff. See you in the next video, guys.